welcome to mathematics class. Today we are looking at the series 2 of our 2019 BECE questions. Question 21. Chuku, Abdul and Kunle are to share 142 naira such that Abdul gets 11 naira less than Chuku and 7 more than Kunle. How much is Chuku's share? Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to represent each of them by the first alphabet of their name. So C is standing for Chuku, A is standing for Abdul, and K is standing for Kunle. From this first statement here, it means the share of Chuku, Abdul, and Kunle will give us 142. Is that okay? Now let's go to the next statement that was made. We were told that Abdul gets 11 less than Chuku. That means Abdul's share will be Chuku's share minus 11, isn't it? If we want to rewrite this statement, we can still write it as saying C is equals to A plus 11. That means I'm going to bring this minus 11 here to become plus 11, and my C will be here. So these two are still the same thing. I only rewrote them because I will need it in the further equation. And then the next statement says that Abdul's share is 7 more than Kunle. That is why we have A is equals to K plus 7. So these three equations is what we are going to use for us to be able to solve this question. Alright, so now remember our first statement here says C plus A plus K is equals to 142. So what I want to do now is to substitute these values of CA that we have here into this first equation. Is that okay? Alright, so C, instead of C, I'm going to write A plus 11. A plus 11 plus A. Instead of A, I'll write K plus 7. That's why I have K plus 7. Plus K, I'll leave my K as it is. What am I trying to do? I want all my equations to be written in terms of K to make it easy for us to solve it. So I have A plus 11 plus K plus 7 plus K is equals to 142. Don't forget, all we did was to substitute these equations into the very first equation we have here. Alright, so we can continue from here. Alright, so now A, instead of A, I'm going to put K plus 7. Remember I said A is K plus 7, so I'll put K plus 7 plus 11 plus K plus 7 plus K is equals to 142. Then I'm going to collect like terms. How many K do I have? K plus K plus K. That's 3K. Then I have 7 plus 11 plus 7. That's 25. So 3K plus 25 is equals to 142. Then I'll bring my 25 to this side. It becomes a negative 25. 3K is equals to 142 minus 25. Is that okay? Good. 3K is equals to 117. Divide both sides by 3. 3K divided by 3, I'll be left with K. 117 divided by 3, 39. So I've gotten the value of K. Now that I know K, I can look for what C and A is using this my equation. Since A is K plus 7, I'll just say 39 plus 7, and that will give me 46. Since C is A plus 11, I'll say this is my A here, 46 plus 11, and that will give me 57. So how do I check if my answers are correct? I'll just add all of this. K is 39 plus A, 46 plus 57, and that will give me 142. This shows that this answer is correct. Alright. The next question. Find the missing number in 1001011 base 2 minus question mark. We don't know this number. Is equals to 110000 base 2. So they want us to find which number is it. Which number will I subtract from this that will give me this answer? So to get this, I'll just say this minus this, and then I'll get what is here. So let's arrange. So this minus this will give me what is supposed to be here. So let's arrange 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 base 2 minus 1 1 0 0 0 0. So when you arrange it, be careful, just the same way you arrange your usual numbers. Always start your arrangement from the units so that you can be sure that you have arranged them properly. Alright, now we want to subtract. Remember, we are subtracting in base 2. Base 2, our answer should not be more than 1. All of our answers should be 0 and 1. Alright, so let's start. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. 0 minus 0, 0. 1 minus 0, 1. Now I'm left with 0 here. So that means I have to borrow. But remember, any one I borrow in base 2 means 2. So I'm going to borrow 1 here. I'll put it here. It becomes 2. I'm still going to borrow 1, put it here. 2. So that 2 minus 1 will give me what? 1. So that's why my answer is 1. Now remember that I had 1 left here. So 1 minus 1, 0. This is nothing. I borrowed it already. So this is my answer. 1 1 0 1 1 base 2. You understand? So 0 1 1 0 1 1 base 2. That's the answer. Is that taken? Correct. Alright, the next question says convert 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 0 to denary. So anytime you see a number that has 1 0, you know that this is a base 2 number. So I'm converting it to denary. Denary means base 10. Base 10. Alright, so let's convert. Now when I'm converting, the first thing I'll do is assign powers to all of my numbers starting from the units. So this is going to be 0 raised to power 1, raised to power 2, raised to power 3, raised to power 4, raised to power 5, raised to power 6, raised to power 7. So that's what I've done here. I've assigned power to all of them. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the next step is to multiply this number, multiply by the base, raised to power, whatever power that number has. So I start here, 1 times this 2 raised to power 7. That's what I have here. 1 multiplied by this 2 raised to power 6. That's what I have here. Then I'll continue. 0 times 2 raised to power 5 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 4 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 3 plus 1 times 2 raised to power 2 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 1 plus 0 times 2 raised to power 0. Is that taken? Alright, so 1 times 2 raised to power 7, that is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 in 7 places. That will give me 128. 2 times 2 times 2 in 6 places, that will give me 64. This is 0. Anything multiplied by 0 is 0, so I have my 0. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 16. I'll write it. 0 times 2 raised to power 3, 0. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 1, 4. So I have 4. 0 times 2 raised to power 1 is 0. 0 times 2 raised to power 0 is 0. So let's add. 128 plus 64 plus 16 plus 4 will give me 212 base 10. Remember, denary means base 10. So that's that for that question. Is that taken? Good. Now question 24. If it costs 17,500 naira to lodge in an hotel for 7 days, what is the cost of lodging for 3 days in the same hotel? So the first thing is, let's find out how much it costs to lodge in an hotel for 1 day. If 7 days cost 17,500, then 1 day will cost 17,500 divided by 7. And that is 2,500. That means I will need 2,500 naira to lodge in that hotel for 1 day. So if 1 day is 2,500, then 3 days will cost 3 times 2,500. And that is 7,500. Is that okay? Very good. Question 25. Which of the following angles cannot be constructed using a ruler and a pair of compass only? Is it 15 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 70 degree? Alright, now 15 and 30 can be constructed by bisecting 60 degree, and then you can construct your 60 degree with your ruler and compass only. Your 45 degree, you can construct it by bisecting 90 degree. So 70 degree is the only angle that cannot be constructed using a ruler and a pair of compass alone. You might need your protractor to do this. Okay. Question 26. Find the value of x in the figure below. This is a right angle triangle. Your hypotenuse is 20, your opposite is x, and your adjacent is 16. So we are going to use the Pythagorean theorem, which says the square of the longest side is equals to the addition of the square of the two other sides. So 20 square is equals to x square plus 16 square. This is what Pythagorean theorem states. So remember, we're looking for x. So I'll bring my x here, and then this 16 square comes this way. X square is 20 square minus 16 square. 20 square is 400, 16 square is 256. 400 minus 256, 144. This is x square, but remember we're looking for x. So find the square root of both sides. Square root of x square is x, and the square root of 144 is 12. So x is 12 meter. Is that taken? Okay. Question 27. If the bearing of A from B is 135 degree, what is the bearing of B from A? So you need to draw your diagram for you to be able to explain this. So this is your A, and this is your point B. The bearing of A from B is 135. So we are reading clockwise. From here to here is 90. Remember, 135 is greater than 90, but not up to 180. So let's say it stops here. From here to here is your 135. Okay. So if here to here is 135, that means here to here is 45. Since the whole of this is 180 degree, is that taken? So 135 plus 45 will give us 180. So we've gotten this. Now, our alternate angles tells us that 45 degree is equals to 45 degree here, because these are alternate angles. So if this is 45 degree, this would also be 45 degree, because here is a 90 degree. Now the question is asking, what is the bearing of B from A? Bearing of B from A, that means we are looking at this angle from here to this place. So remember, here to here is 90. From here to here is 180. From here to here is 270. And don't forget, we said this place to this place is 45. So you are going to have 270 plus 45. And that will give us 315 degrees. So the bearing of B from A is 315 degrees. Is that okay? Very good. Okay, question 28. The sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. The sum of angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. Each face of a cube is in the shape of a square. If you look at your Maggi cube, the face looks like that of a square. So the shape of a cube, or the face of a cube, is square. Question 30. The perimeter of a square is 16 centimeter. Find the area of the square. So we need to know the formula for perimeter and area. Perimeter of a square is 4L. Is that taken? So if they are telling us that the perimeter is 16, so 16 is equals to 4L. L divided both sides by 4. 4L divided by 4 is L. 16 divided by 4 is 4. So L is 4. Now that we know the length, we can calculate the area. Area of a square is length times length. So 4 times 4, 16 centimeter square is the area of the square. Question 31. Find the value of x in the figure below to the nearest whole number. So we need to use trigonometry to solve this question. You have your angle, 30 degrees. You have the opposite side, x, and you have the adjacent, 20 centimeter. Now, which trigonometry ratio would you use when you have your opposite and your adjacent? Tank, that's correct, tank. So I'm going to use tank 30 degrees is equals to opposite x over the hypotenuse, opposite over the adjacent, this is the adjacent, x over 20. Then my x will be times 30 degrees multiplied by 20. Alright, you can check for the value of tan 30 degrees on your 4-figure table, and that will give you 0.577 multiplied by 20, 11.54. But the question says to the nearest whole number, so approximate this to the nearest whole number. That would give us 12 centimeter to the nearest whole number. Is that taken? Good. Question 32. Find the diameter of a circle whose circumference is 44 centimeter. The formula for the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. I have the circumference to be 44. 2 times 22. Remember, pi is 22 over 7 times r. That's what we're looking for. So 44 is equals to 22 times 2 is 44. 44 times r is 44r divided by 7. Then you cross multiply. 44 times 7 is equals to 44r. 44 times 7 is 308. Is equals to 44r. Divide both sides by 44. 44r divided by 44 is r. 308 divided by 44 is 7. The radius is 7, but remember the question says diameter. Diameter is 2r, 2 times the radius. So diameter is 2 times 7, which is 14 centimeter. Is that okay? Very good. Question 33. Calculate the height of the trapezium below, given that BC is 10 centimeter. This is BC. AD is 16 centimeter. This is AD. And its area is 104 centimeters square. So first of all, we need to know the formula for calculating the area of a trapezium. Area is equals to 1 over 2 times BC plus AD multiplied by the height. This is the formula for calculating area of a trapezium. Now let's impute the value. Area is 104 is equals to 1 over 2 times, where's my BC? 10 centimeter, my AD 16 multiplied by my height. 104 is equals to 1 over 2 times, you add this together, 10 plus 16, 26 h. Okay, so you cross multiply. 104 times 2 is equals to 26 h. 104 times 2 is 208, which is equals to 26 h. Divide both sides by 26. 26h divided by 26 is h. 208 divided by 26 is 8 centimeter. So my height is 8 centimeter. Is that okay? Very good. Question 34. In the diagram below, if the area of triangle PQR, where is the PQR? This is PQR, is 40 centimeter. Find the area of triangle PQT. PQT. Okay, now we know that the area of a triangle is half base times height. So the area of this triangle PQT is half base times height, isn't it? To get the height, we are going to use the area of triangle PQR. PQR. Okay, so it's still the same formula, half base times height, but in this question, we have the area of this triangle PQR to be 40, and we know the base. This is the base. The base is 4 centimeter, but we don't know the height. So let's look for the height. Alright, 40 is equals to 2 here 1, 2 here 2, 2h. So 40 is equals to 2h. Divide both sides by 2. 2h divided by 2 is h. 40 divided by 2 is 20 centimeter. So just know that the height for QR is the same height for PQT. Now that we know the height, we can find the area of triangle PQT. 1/2 times the base. This is the base. You have to add this 3. 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. So 15. 15 multiplied by the height, the same height, 20. 2 here 1, 2 here 10. 15 times 10 is 150 centimeters square. So this is the area of triangle PQC. Is that taken? Good. Question 35. Calculate the area of a semicircle of radius 14 centimeter. Take pi to be 22/7. Now, the semicircle is just half of a circle. So calculate the area of the circle and then divide it by 2. Area of a circle is pi r square. Pi is 22/7 times the radius is 14 times 14. So 7 here 1, 7 here 2. 22 times 2 times 14 will give us 616 centimeters square. So that is the area of the circle. Now the area of the semicircle will be 616 divided by 2. And that will give us 308 centimeters square. Is that okay? Very good. Alright, question 36. Find the area of the diagram below. Now you can see this sign shows that all the sides are equal and that makes it a square. The area of a square is length times length, 23 times 23. And your answer is 529 centimeters square. Okay. Question 37. What is the third angle of a triangle if the other two are 3x minus 20 degree and 4x plus 10 degree? Now you know that the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degree, isn't it? We know 2 of the angles. We're looking for the third angle. Let's call the third angle y. Is that okay? So 3x minus 20 plus this other one, 4x plus 10 plus y, which is the third angle, is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so let's collect like terms. 3x plus 4x minus 20 plus 10 plus y is equals to 180 degree. 3x plus 4x is 7x, minus 20 plus 10 is minus 10, plus y is equals to 180 degree. Okay, I want to make y the subject of formula, so I'll just bring all of this here. Minus 10 comes here and it becomes plus 10. 7x comes this way and becomes minus 7x. So y is 180 plus 10, 190 minus 7x. This is the value of the third angle. Is that okay? Very good. Question 38. Which of the following triangles are congruent? What do you mean by congruent? Which angles look alike, are the same? Okay, so if you look at this, this is the triangle 1. Look at triangle 1. You have 60 here, you have 60 here, and the base 60, 50, and the base is 5. If you look at this triangle 3 now, if I try to turn this around, you have a 60 degree here actually. If I turn this around, then I would have my base just like this, and then this 60 degree will be here just as it is here, and this 50 degree will be here just as it is here. So it's just a matter of turning this triangle like this for me to get it exactly like this. So 1 and 3 are congruent triangles. Now 7. Number 39. A football field is drawn to a scale of 1 centimeter represents 5 meters. If the field is 70 meters by 50 meters, find the length and breadth on the drawing. 1 centimeter is 5 meters. So I want to find the equivalent of 70 meters in centimeter. If 1 centimeter is 5 meters, then x centimeter is 70 meters. By the time I cross multiply, 5x is equals to 70. Then my x will be 70 divided by 5, and that's 14 centimeters. Is that okay? Alright, so if dividing 70 by 5 would give me 14 centimeters, then I also divide 50 by 5 to give me 10 centimeters. Is that okay? Therefore, the length and breadth of the drawing drawing are 14 centimeter and 10 centimeter respectively. Okay. The next question, find the value of x in the figure below. Okay, so if this is 60, that means this place will also be 60. That's an alternate angle. So if this place is 60, then x, remember this is angle on the point, 360. 360 minus the 60 I have here will give me 300 degrees. So that means my x is 300 degrees. Is that taken? With this, we've come to the end of this series. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Simple Math, and press the notification button so that you can be aware of our new videos. Thanks for listening and watching. Have a nice day. Bye.